Hey guys, this is Jerry Mateo with Plugin Boutique, and today we're going to be taking a look at Bytes APARILLO. This is their cinematic dual FM synthesizer. It pretty much has become my favorite synth for cinematic effects. Now, this is a very powerful synth, and I'm just going to use the Drone Riser preset just to see what this sounds like. Pretty basic, right? Watch what happens if I change the ratio and change the FM. And then check what happens when I actually change between this little section. So as you can see, what's going on is I'm actually having like a little XY pad thing that's switching between the algorithms and the collisions. So we have lots of features here. We can actually have either straight linear, quantized, or this little H1. All this does is it basically has a mathematical value to how it triggers. So quantized is more musical. I like quantized just for now. We can change this from threshold to collision. We can do clock. And we have two threshold types, which is pretty interesting, right? They all do their own thing. Let's try clock for now. Another thing is all these modules at the bottom are actually controls for the envelope and LFOs. If I click on any of them, I can actually select what I want it to be, an LFO, an arpeggiation, ARP envelope, a mod envelope, up or down, mod wheel, pitch wheel, velocity, and we can basically control everything. Especially right here, we can have full control over how things are set up in a sequence. And then the LFOs control the actual LFOs. So if I have some jitter, some phase, we'll go to the second one. It can really have a huge impact on the overall tone and sound. And you can have this operator 1 doing formant or shaper. So we can see that the form can be folded or do anything you really want it to do. For the filters, you can have everything from LFOs, mod wheels, envelopes, and it can pretty much do everything. You have a bunch of spatial effects from ranges to filter types. You have panners, spatializers, delays, reverbs. You have the envelope control for your ADSR, and this can be velocity sensitive or not. You have the orbit, which is my favorite. It basically allows you to modulate and control all of the things and parameters you have. So if I go here, initialize all the amounts, and then I go to randomize the radius, the amounts, the objects, and now if we actually turn it on, and this allows you to actually use those macro controls that you've created. Now, if I set this up, I can either have every individual note have its own control, or I can set up a loop, and all I have to do is record it. And you can see right up by the record button that it has a little recording. So now if I complete it, stop it, you can see it's moving on its own. And this is a great way for you to automate and record specific sounds that you like. So now I'm going to play you guys a little thing that I created using 3 instances of APARILLO. One of them is using a modified abstract arts ray. The other one is using a modified multi-pad. And then the last one is a little effect thing going on that I actually just use the FX Horror Swish preset stock. So let's play this. And that's a really simple and easy to write composition, but it sounds so cool. It sounds great for like a sci-fi space thing, maybe a little quiet moment. And I actually end up doing lots of sound effects for indie movies, and a lot of things that I like are horror and sci-fi. So overall, this has been a lot of help for me. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. This is Jerry Mateo with Plugin Boutique, and I'll see you guys next time.